Oh. The horror. That's a rough landing. Welcome back to another video. Today it's new dropper post day. If you've been with this channel a while, you're familiar with this bike. It's an NS Eccentric Chromo. It is defined as a aggressive hardtail or a hardcore hardtail. It's a fantastic bike. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful, it rides great, yada yada yada. But one of the big glaring issues with this is this dropper post. I have no issues with the functionality of it. It's a delightful dropper post. It's the X Fusion Manic. My problem is the length of it. This is a size large frame. I'm 6 foot tall, and it comes spec'd with a 125mm dropper post. With the seat dropped like it is now, you can see how much it's still sticking up. It only creates some issues when I'm trying to do some gnarly jumps, even some really steep downhills, just getting back over the bike. Sometimes my shorts get caught on the seat because it is a little bit higher. But for me, I need a 170mm dropper. We're gonna install one today. Yay! If you don't know this funky design on this box, it is a PNW Bachelor dropper post, 170mm of travel. Honestly, I love these PNW posts. I have 2 of them already. I have the Rainier on both the fat bike and the Jeffsy, but there's a couple things I liked about the Bachelor over the Rainier. Sorry, stalkers, I already peeled off my name and address. I don't think there's any stalkers of this channel. My address is on there. Here it is, in all its glory. So the difference between this and the Rainier comes with a little black, we'll call it a nut, like this, but in that you have to cut off the head of the shift cable, and it comes with a little screw on the side of this, and you have to like pinch it down on the cable. It's a little more painful to install with that. I didn't love it. It wasn't, you know, the worst thing in the world, but this simplifies it so much. This is such a better design. It utilizes the head of the shift cable that's already on there to create a very strong bond. I just want to point that out. That's the biggest difference for me personally between the Bachelor and the Rainier. That's a big deal to me. Ease of install. Also, one thing that's different about this from the Rainier is you do put air in it. You take this off, there's an air valve that uses a shock pump. Pump it up so you can control how fast it comes up. Also, I do want to mention I'm going to be using the existing lever that I had on there, the X Fusion lever. Oh, I see a problem. My problem is this lever needs the shift cable head at this end, and my new dropper needs the shift head cable at the dropper post end. So you see my dilemma here. That is a mess. So I think I have a solution. I have the loam lever on the Jeffsy. Try to stick with me so I can take the old lever that I just took off of this, put it on the Jeffsy. It will work with the PNW Rainier because it takes this head at the old lever and then the normal tail end at the dropper post, and then the loam lever will work on this because it takes this end at the lever and this end at the post. That's the update. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. So yeah, I'm gonna go tear the Jeffsy apart and then we'll swap everything. And there, that's all it is. So much easier than having the extra cable sticking out because you had to clamp it. Now I can just feed it back through the outer cable and I get to trim it at the top, which makes that even easier. Like that. Oh, and that's it. It's connected. So all we gotta do now is guide it back down. Ready for the cable. There's a washer that clamps down on this thing, so tighten this up. So I'll show you these side by side really quick for comparison. So you can see obviously where I clamped it down into there. But you see the seat would stop here normally on the X Fusion, but now it'll go all the way down here. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but it is to me. That can't be. Oh. Crimp. So there you have it. That's how to poorly install a PNW Bachelor dropper post. I didn't really make this as an instructional video. Hopefully there's some good shots and helpful tips in there if you're trying to install one and struggling. I've left a link to PNW down below. I hope I showcased the difference between the Rainier and the Bachelor. I do think the Bachelor is slightly better value. The install is way easier than the Rainier, and also you have the air cartridge, so you can control how quickly or how slowly it comes up. And this bike looks so sick without that extra post sticking out. If you are interested in a high quality dropper post, go ahead and check out PNWcomponents.com. They make a wide variety of dropper posts in different sizes, different lengths. They even have a 200mm dropper post for you extra tall riders. And they do also offer externally routed dropper posts for anyone riding an older bike that doesn't have internal routing. Different price points, different features on all their droppers, so they literally have everyone covered for your needs. They've also branched into handlebars, stems, and the new loam grips. I would love to get my hands on those, no pun intended. Since filming this video a couple weeks ago, they actually released a new version of the Rainier. It's called Generation 3. It has a 125, 150, 170, and a 200mm length option. It appears the entire post has been shortened, so if you do have one of those angled seat tubes where you can't fully insert a dropper post, this may be your answer. And it also has a toolless adjustment feature, so you can actually adjust the travel of the dropper in 5mm increments. So if you're kind of between a dropper post size, you can adjust it to fit you perfectly. That runs $180 currently on their website. And then the Bachelor dropper post, like the one I just installed on my bike, runs $240. I trust these components, I really like them, and I think you'll like them too. I've had no issues on my two other bikes, which have the PNW Rainier. So go check out PNWcomponents.com and pick yourself up something fun. Have you guys ever used PNW components? And if so, what did you think? I love them. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I'm not paid or endorsed by them, so this is just my honest opinion. I think they're a good value. They work well. Now that my saddle is out of the way, I can go ahead and try some bigger drops and sketchier things. This is also a little bit of foreshadowing for upcoming videos. If you know where this drop is, good for you. It's an awesome place. If you don't, stay tuned. I'm very excited to make these videos. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and until next week, stay rowdy within reason.